topic in autopsy. Very important from the examination point of view and also for your personal knowledge. The term is known as negative autopsy and the other one is known as hazards of autopsy. Very important two topics. So the learning objectives for today is, first of all, we have to know, we have to understand, we have to describe and then certify the fact that negative autopsy exists. Not all the autopsies are very much conclusive. We do not have our results in all type of autopsies. So we are going to understand this fact and then certify this fact. The next thing is that whenever we are working somewhere, we have some hazards, we have to perform it with some cautions. So same is the case with the autopsy. So what can be the hazards and how we can prevent that hazard by doing that work. So what do you know about the term negative autopsy? What is your understanding about negative autopsy?
When the cause of death is failed to establish after using all the parameters, complete scientific to be as negative.
Very, very nice. Okay. So negative autopsy, as the term shows us, it denies the autopsy. It cannot fulfill the objectives of medical legal autopsies. You all know about the first objective of medical legal autopsy is identification, and then the most important one is the cause of the death. So when the autopsy, medical legal autopsy, fails to fulfill that cause, despite of our all efforts, we have done everything which you have to do and still we cannot establish the cause of the death, this is known as negative autopsy. So the definition is all efforts including gross microscopic, chemical, toxicological, chemical or toxicological, these two terms can be used side by side. We done all the things and still the cause of the death is not determined. So it is known as negative autopsy. Gross means when we are performing the autopsy, the specific measures we have taken, which should be taken, we completely observe all the findings externally. Examination of the clothes is done very completely, examination of the body, all the factors, rigor mortis and all other post-death changes we have established all these, but still we cannot find the cause of the death. Internally also, when we see the internal findings and microscopic, we have taken the samples and the samples collection and microscopic examination of all the fluids and all the cells are not giving any answers to our queries. Then the chemical or the toxicological, we have taken the viscera, we have taken blood, we have taken urine, we dispatched it to the labs, but no answer is given by the lab about the cause of the death. So, normally they say theoretically, you all know that any person who dies, there is a cause of the death of that. Either the cause of the death is natural or unnatural, but a person cannot die without the cause of the death. But practically to prove, to show the cause of the death is not possible in all cases. So almost 2 to 5% of the cases of where we are performing autopsy results in results in negative autopsy. Even in the very advanced setups, जहाँ पे हमें सब facilities मिलती हैं and the person who are performing are also very experienced, still 2 to 5% of autopsies are basically negative autopsies. So, after properly conducted हमने autopsy कर ली है, still we can say that the autopsies can be negative, but it doesn't mean that you should approach a person with that in your mindset. We should see that, okay, this autopsy should give us some information. The mindset should be very positive about that. Even we knew the case is of, for example, myocardial infarction. We sometimes think that, okay, we cannot have much findings in that case, but our approach should be, our mindset should be not like that. We should say कि नहीं हम इसमें से cause of death, even though अगर myocardial infarction भी है तो हम कुछ ना कुछ उसकी findings ही हम heart में कुछ specific findings निकाल के देखेंगे, ठीक है? तो जब we are justifying our actions कि we have done everything, then we can label the thing that it is a negative autopsy. Before that आप normally खुद से conclusive नहीं होते, खुद से आप ये decision नहीं लेते कि ये autopsy तो normally मैं कर तो रहा हूँ, but this autopsy must be ended as a negative autopsy.
If you like my video, please subscribe to my channel and press the bell button to receive all the notifications. And my channel name is Dr. Javed Iqbal Kokar, Lectures on Forensic Medicine.